Morning everybody, welcome to episode 135 of Level Guarding the Daily Hustle. I am Rachel Bastrash-Bogan. I'm currently taking my dog out for a walk, hence all the looking aside and stopping. But today is Friday. Today is a little bit out of schedule than what I was normally thinking. Because of the project that I just picked up yesterday, I have a meeting with a friend of mine first off, just to talk about script, talk about what's possible. They need some help writing this thing, so yeah, I'm going to talk to her. Then I gotta get home, I gotta put together a project proposal for the company, and then I also need to work on my presentation for NAB, and I need to do some work on Dylan's video. I also still need to get an interview with him. Yeah, today's gonna be interesting. I'm on my way to my meeting. Thankfully, it is at Blue Noser. If you guys have been watching for a while, you've seen this place before. Blue Noser is a... Let some of this traffic go by. It's a little Nova Scotian cafe that's here in Denver. It's really close to my house, which I'm really, really happy about. And they serve amazing gluten-free quiche. It's run by two sisters from Nova Scotia. It is one of my favorite places to eat in Denver. So I'm really excited to be going there this morning. My conversation with Andrea is going to be concerned around transforming the outline that I was given yesterday for this project and working it into some sort of a script. There's currently 6 pages to this outline, and depending upon what her thoughts are about how it should be written is going to dictate kind of where we go from here in regards to this project. So I'm really glad that she's able to meet this morning, because this project has a really tight turnaround time, and yeah, we need to get this solved quick. Oh man, this place is always swamped. Make good food. Oh, wow. So, I just got done with my meeting with Andrea, and this was a really great time just talking with her about what's possible. So, I think this project is actually going to be definitely doable. I think the budget that I was freaking out about yesterday is fine, so that's fantastic. I gotta go home and put together to start roughing out a proposal so I can send that to Denver Rescue Mission. I'm probably gonna be able to send that to them sooner rather than later, which is great because this project needs to move quickly. But this is the other reason why I'm super excited. The coolest things happen at Blue Noser. I'm telling you, random stuff. So when I got there, it was jam-packed. It's a tiny little restaurant. And so it was jam-packed. A woman ahead of me managed to find a booth. She put her stuff down, which was great. And then she got back in line to start ordering her food. And so I was like, hey, you were here ahead of me. You got a table. Like, that's great. Why don't you go get your food first? And so she looked at me and she's like, well, are you here by yourself? And I said, yeah, I'm waiting for a friend of mine, and that's totally fine. She said, well, why don't you sit with me? It's a 2-person booth. And so I also had my patch jacket on, and I have my Boston patch on it. And so she's also from Massachusetts. So that ended up being a really cool conversation start. And so we're sitting at the table, we're asking all those wonderful questions about, well, what do you do? What are your living? And I started telling her about how I'm a video editor. I produce videos. She is a teacher of digital storytelling at Denver CU. And in through our conversation, I'm probably going to head over to one of her classes towards the end of April and do a hands-on learning lab with her students about video editing. Yeah, very small world. So, well, I'm telling you people, things happen when you put yourself out there. Things happen when you're willing to just say hi and be personable. So yeah, I can't claim any single bit of credit for that. It just happened. And, in my faith tradition, being a follower of Christ, I would say that's something that God put in front of me. So yeah, gifts from a good master. Alright, I am home. It is now time to take all this information that I have, start putting it together into a proposal and into a budget breakdown. And then I can send that off to Denver Rescue Mission. And then I'm going to work on my presentation for NAB. And part of that is trying to see if I can schedule with Dylan today to go to Cushing Park to get the last of the interview that I need from him. And the reason for that is that it's a gorgeous day outside. It's warm, it's not too cold, it's not raining, it's not windy. All the things that I need for a perfect interview setup. So I gotta email him about that and see what's possible after his work. Yeah, today opportunities. Today is seizing opportunities and seeing what you can do. Yeah, I don't get to talk about this very often, about doing stuff and about seizing opportunity, but seriously, all of us get little moments throughout the day to make decisions and to do things with them, and what we choose to do with them is generally up to what state of mind we're in. Sometimes it's really easy to miss something because we're frustrated, we're tired, and this is part of the reason why I have that little reminder in my Midori every day that tells me that an opportunity for success is coming this month. It's not that it's a fortune and that's what's going to come true, it just reminds me to keep looking for it and to be aware and open when those things do pop up into my life. And so today was taking advantage of the opportunity to talk with my friend Andrea and to just say, hey, you're somebody that does the thing that I need, can you help me with this project? It was taking advantage of an opportunity to sit with a complete stranger for coffee. And I could have very easily said, oh no, that's okay, I'll find a seat by myself like I'm expecting a friend in a half an hour. No, I took advantage of an opportunity to sit with somebody I didn't know and learn a little bit about them, and ended up having now an opportunity to talk at CU Denver. Like, seriously, and now it's a gorgeous opportunity to go skating and to finish a video that I need to finish. So take advantage of what's in front of you guys. I cannot tell you how much of where I have gotten to where I am right now has happened entirely because I decided to take a chance on what was in front of me. Often people think that opportunity is going to look them in the face and it's going to be evident and it's going to be obvious, and that's what it is. And the reality is that often opportunity is never gift wrapped. It doesn't ever look right. As Thomas Edison liked to say, a lot of people miss it because it looks like hard work and it's dressed in overalls. And that's true. But sometimes it's also just that the gift wrapping isn't pretty. Like, you don't notice it. It's small, it's subtle, and you've got to be looking for those things if you're going to be able to take advantage of them. And then when that opportunity presents itself, say yes, even if it makes you freak out a little bit, because that means it's something you need to grow into. So I need to get off this little tangent, and I need to start making a budget proposal. So, oh man, just when I thought my life couldn't get any more complicated, I just got off the phone with my mentor. It wasn't a mentor meeting, it was just a question that he had for me. He's working on a YouTube channel. If you've not yet checked it out, it is Story Greenlight. He teaches all of the storytelling and the story theory that he uses every single day in Hollywood to tell the stories that he does. He works as a video editor. He's getting ready to start cutting another television show that he regularly cuts for just in a couple weeks. So he's taking all of that and he's teaching that. And he's getting to the point now where he needs someone to help him out with his editorial work, and so that's why he called me. And we have a relationship where I pay him for my mentoring, and that's my way of expressing just how much I appreciate what he's giving me. Quite frankly, if you're not paying for a mentor, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice, because one, you're probably not going to put in the work to do what they suggest because you've really not invested anything in it. And two, what they're giving you is valuable and you should be paying for it because they spent all that time learning it, and then giving it to you for free is kind of a waste of their time and energy. It's why you pay a teacher. So anyway, yeah, so long story short, he wants to exchange editing hours for his mentoring. And this actually works out really great for me because I often have months where I don't have income coming in, and to set aside enough money and set aside enough resources to be able to pay him every single month is actually a challenge because I have to project out, like, where am I actually going to be, and I still need to actually pull profit out of my business every once in a while. So being able to exchange editing for coaching and for mentoring is fantastic. But now that's on my April plate. I feel like maybe I just have a problem with saying no. Or maybe this is just the next step in my growth and in my evolution as a person and as a company and as an entrepreneur. Like, you got to keep growing and you got to keep stepping up your game. So April is going to kick my butt. Let's see if I can kick April back. Alright, good news. I have finished my project proposal for Denver Rescue Mission. I just sent that email a second ago. I've also scheduled an interview with Dylan at 3 at Stapleton. So he's going to be picking me up. We're going to grab the camera equipment and, of course, the skate gear and go get that. So I will have everything that I need to spend time on this weekend preparing my presentation for NAB. And the reason why I'm going to work this weekend is because I think I have to. There's no way that I can get all this done in time before I leave. Okay, no, this is not lunch. This is supper. After you saw me last time, no, I'm not going to eat with food in my mouth and talk. So, Not talking with food in my mouth. So after you last saw me, I was eating lunch, ate lunch, rested for a little bit because of after all the shenanigans of today, hashtag meeting somebody who wants me to speak at CU Denver, meeting with Andrea, then having to do a project proposal, and then talking to my mentor. Yeah, I was tired. So anyway, Robo actually got home early because surprisingly today is Good Friday. Like, go figure, right? So he came home early. I was in the middle of a phone call with Amy, trying to clear up some details for NAB. And yeah, so I didn't get anywhere else on my to-do list. Today is the end of today. And, quite honestly, I'm a little bit annoyed because this is week 13 of my current 12-week year, and I have not been able to get anything done when it comes to scoring my last year, preparing for my next year. I have a feeling I might actually have to skip a week or two to do all that planning simply because of all the work that I'm doing right now to get ready for NAB. I don't normally recommend this. I mean, usually you just go from one year into the next, but that might not happen this time. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, ultimately today has been all about seizing opportunities. It's been seizing about the things that come your way, whether that be a random cup of coffee with a stranger or saying yes to your mentor saying, hey, I have a project that I'd like you to help me out with. So I am now going to say yes to the opportunity of eating a burrito bowl with my husband, and that way we can get on with our evening, because we got to go grocery shopping, and I need some details together before I hit NAB. Things like new shoes, because walking around the NAB show floor with bad shoes is a really bad idea. So I want you guys to comment below with opportunities that have come up for you, unexpected things. What did you do? How did you take advantage of it? And what were those opportunities? So leave those in the comments below. And then, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, click subscribe. I'd love to have you along because this is the kind of shenanigans that happen every day. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Ciao.